The room reminded Tess of the Stagger Inn's foyer, with its banned photos. She didn't ask for an autograph on my photo, Tess thought. Of course not. Why would she want to be reminded of a shitty writer like me? I was basically just a talking head to fill a hole in her schedule. Not to mention meat for her son's meat grinder. How lucky for them that I came along at the right time. On Norville's desk, below a bulletin board buried in circulars and library correspondence, was a desktop Mac very much like Tess's. The screen was dark, but the glowing light on the CPU told her it was only sleeping. She pushed one of the keys with a gloved fingertip. The screen refreshed and she was looking at Norville's electronic desktop. No need for those pesky passwords, how nice. Tess clicked the address book icon, scrolled down to the R's, and found Red Hawk Trucking. The address was 7 Transport Plaza, Township Road, Colwich. She scrolled further, to the S's, and found both her overgrown acquaintance from Friday night and her acquaintance's brother, Lester. Big Driver and Little Driver. They both lived on Township Road, near the company they must have inherited from their father, Alvin at number 23, Lester at number 101. If there was a third brother, she thought, they'd be the 3 little truckers. One in a house of straw, one in a house of sticks, one in a house of bricks. Alas, there are only 2. Downstairs again, she plucked her earrings from the glass dish and put them in her coat pocket. She looked at the dead woman sitting against the wall as she did it. There was no pity in the glance, only the sort of parting acknowledgement anyone may give to a piece of hard work that has now been finished. There was no need to worry about trace evidence. Tess was confident she had left none, not so much as a single strand of hair. The oven glove, now with a hole blown in it, was back in her pocket. The knife was a common item sold in department stores all over America. For all she knew, or cared, it matched Ramona's own set. So far she was clean, but the hard part might still be ahead. She left the house, got in her car, and drove away. 15 minutes later she pulled into the lot of a deserted strip mall long enough to program 23 Township Road, Colwich, into her GPS. 36. With Tom's guidance, Tess found herself near her destination not long after 9 o'clock. The three-quarter moon was still low in the sky. The wind was blowing harder than ever. Township Road branched off US 47, but at least 7 miles from the Stagger Inn and even farther from Colwich's downtown. Transport Plaza was at the intersection of the two roads. According to the signage, 3 trucking firms and a moving company were based here. The buildings that housed them had an ugly prefab look. The smallest belonged to Red Hawk Trucking. All were dark on this Sunday night. Beyond them were acres of parking lot surrounded by cyclone fence and lit with high-intensity arc lights. The depot lot was full of parked cabs and freight haulers. At least one of the cab overs had Red Hawk Trucking on the side, but Tess didn't think it was the one pictured on the website, the one with the proud papa behind the wheel. There was a truck stop adjacent to the depot area. The pumps, over a dozen, were lit by the same high-intensity arcs. Bright white fluorescence spilled out from the right side of the main building, the left side was dark. There was another building, this one U-shaped, to the rear. A scattering of cars and trucks was parked there. The sign out by the road was a huge digital job, loaded with bright red information. Ritchie's Township Road Truck Stop. You drive 'em, we fill 'em. Reg $2.99 gal. Diesel $2.69 gal. Newest lottery ticks always available. Restaurant closed sun. Night. Sorry no showers son. Night. Store motel always open. RVS always welcome. And at the bottom, badly spelled but fervent. Support our troops. Win in Afghanistan. With truckers coming and going, fueling up both their rigs and themselves, even with its lights off, Tess could tell that, when open, the restaurant was of the sort where chicken fried steak, meatloaf, and mom's bread pudding would always be on the menu. The place would probably be a beehive of activity during the week, but on Sunday night it was a graveyard because there was nothing out here, not even a roadhouse like the Stagger. There was only a single vehicle parked at the pumps, facing out toward the road with a pump nozzle stuck in its gas hatch. It was an old Ford F-150 pickup with Bondo around the headlights. It was impossible to read the color in the harsh lighting, but Tess didn't have to. She had seen that truck close up, and knew the color.